नीलम पूना 2 फेस में आपने ओशो की सेक्रेटरी की तरह काम किया, तो आप हमारे साथ शेयर करेंगे कि ओशो आपको टाइम टू टाइम गाइडेंस देते होंगे कि कैसे बहुत सारे प्रॉब्लम्स थे उस समय, कैसे उनको डील करना है, क्या करना है, उस संबंध में कुछ शेयर करिए।
To tell you the truth, I used to dream to take care of him, but it was never my desire to be his secretary because I felt I never even thought, never desired. And when Osho insisted when we came to Pune that you take care and be in the office, and my reluctance was a lot there. And I was again and again asking, why don't you give me to clean your room, to clean your bathroom? I'm so good in cleaning. And then Osho will say, I'm master or you are the master. I'm going to decide or you are going to decide. What you already know, you know. What the inside you have not explored the qualities. No, this is, I'm giving you the chance to explore your qualities, and I know you have it. You have good managing qualities. You just come out with that, pour your totality into it. And then I will say, okay, I can do for 1 year, and then we will find somebody who is good and fast and all that. And actually, after 1 year, I even told him the 1 year has passed. And he said, look, everything is going on beautifully. Just go on. When the right time will come, I will tell you. And right time never came. Even in the end, he made me part of the inner circle and part of the presidium. Anyway, so I ask him sometime, give me some guidelines. And once he said, uh, remember the sutra of um, Lao Tzu. He says, the good king is he about whom his subject does not even know. अच्छा राजा वही है जिसका प्रजा को पता ही ना हो. Means the management should be so good, so smooth, that there are no complaints and nobody even knows who is managing, because only when you want to complain, then you look whom to complain. Yeah, that is fine, but how to get these management skills? Like, that was my thing. And time to time, I used to ask him like some letters which I find it difficult, and I will take those letters and he will dictate. Sometimes some like about publications also, he took a lot of interest in publication. What kind of picture needs to go on the books, what title is given, how the designing of the front cover page and inside the layout, how it will be. He took a lot of interest. So all the time I was asking his guidance. And sometimes he will say, no, you choose and then bring it to me. So what is your, which one you like? And I will say, no, for me, like, every photograph of yours is beautiful. It's difficult for me to choose. No, no, you choose. And then if I will say, I like this one and this one and this one, and then he will say, yes, let's choose this one, like that. So he was in a way preparing me also to be independent. That has been actually Osho's always this thing. He never wanted us to be dependent on him. His whole effort was how to make us independent, even spiritually, even work wise. And I have seen that with him, he gives you so much trust and so much freedom that he will be always with you, standing, like whatever you. And sometimes, like, I know that whatever I'm giving him information, he's going to totally trust me and act out of it. And you become very aware that if I want to tell him about anybody, I want to make sure that I'm giving the right information, because if I have just heard about something and I just tell him, he's going to trust me and he's going to give me instructions according on the base of that. So it makes you very much alert by being with him, working with him. And you know, sometimes like Osho says that freedom is the quality, the ultimate. I can sacrifice anything on the name of freedom. I respect the freedom of the individual. And then, you know, sometimes sannyasins will come and they say, oh, Osho talks about the freedom and I don't want to do this thing. And then they want to work on the, I will say, the photo lab or any department, but no, I don't want to do this work. I don't want to come at this time. No, I'm not well and I want to go to Goa, or I want to do this, I want to go for holidays. And then like my question will come to Osho that, you know, what is on the name of freedom? Sometimes I feel that people's confusion is also there. That out of the freedom, they say, oh, I don't want to do this and I don't want to. And Osho's vision was that like you are free to choose. It is out of your freedom you choose to be here. Once you are here, then bring all your totality into it. Then bring your best ability to respond to the situation.
And follow the rules of the game.
Yeah. And he said responsibility means your ability to respond. You are free to choose the situation, but then bring your totality and best ability to respond to the situation. And he said that don't make it a serious thing. Life is a play. It's a non-serious matter. One day you are here, you are alive, you don't know the next moment. And even a game has its own rule. If you want to play a simple game of cricket or a Ludo, whatever, simple game, it has its own rules. You are free to choose that you want to play or not. But once you have chosen to be a player, then you have to bring your totality. Then you can't say, I don't want to follow this rule, but I will follow this one. And you say yes, then okay. Yeah. With Osho, it was like he says that life is a non-serious thing. One day you are alive, the next day you don't know. And don't make it a serious thing. It's like a play. You are given a role to play. And when you are playing a role, just be the best actress. Get the best actress award. Bring your totality and totally involve yourself what you are doing. That has been his thing. And also it is like a game. Every game, even a simple game of Ludo or cricket or any football, it has its own rules. Your freedom is to choose that you want to play the game or not. But once you choose to play the game, then you have to follow the rules. Then you can't say that I want to follow this rule, but this rule I don't like. Your freedom is till you choose. But once you choose, then bring your totality. This gave me a lot of clarity. And then also I understood why on the ranch it was that why you are here. That it is out of my freedom, my choice to be here, you know. And it was a very beautiful device. And I remember it was 87, and Nirvano, Vivek, who used to take care of Osho, and she was very much going into her sulking moods. Like 3-4 days she's in a good mood, and then she goes into her sulking moods. So one day Osho asked me that just sit with her and find out uh, what is bothering her. So I go to her room and I ask Nirvano, and she was very tight. She didn't want to talk to me, she didn't want to see me. And she said, Neelam, I just want to be alone and you just leave. And then I said that, look, Osho loves you and he cares for you and he's really concerned what is bothering you. Sometimes it is good that just say it out. And then, not in a sharing mood, but she was like in a very, I will say, in different mood. She said, it came out from her mouth, you know, I don't have my life. I have just become a shadow. I have just become a machine. I'm just following his routine. When Osho wants to get up, I have to be there. I have to be there when he needs food. I have to be there around him. Nirvana is lost. And I cannot lead my life. If I want to sleep late or if I want to, I have no freedom. And I saw that she was not in a mood to say more, so I left. And then in the afternoon, I told Osho that I went to see, but she was not into a sharing mood or talking to me. But these lines she blurted out. So Osho says, go back again and make her clear that it is her freedom to choose the role if she wants to play the role of my caretaker. She's totally free. If she does not want to play this role, somebody else can play. She can do something else. She can be in the commune, she can do something else. But once she chooses to play this role, then she cannot make different rules. It's not that I am waiting for the food and she is not in a mood to bring the food. She is not in a mood to get up. She has to see that. And I remember one thing he said, that once you choose what to do, then pour your totality, and in your totality, your individuality will bloom. So I went there. Again, she was very close. She was not into listening, but anyway, I said it. And she said, okay, thank you. And I came back. But for me, it was a great learning. It became very clear for me, because these things come up many times. Because once you are in a commune or near a master, your personal life, what you want to do, your desires, there is no space for them. And you have to bring your integrity into what you are doing. And that becomes your growth process. You grow with it. And all your scattered desires, what are our desires anyway? To go to Goa, or to go for a shopping, or to go for a film, it's very little mundane desires. but they take so much energy out. And if you bring your totality, what you are doing, and your integrity, and actually that transforms you, and that brings a grace, I will say, and it makes you an individual.
Thank you for sharing this. It was a very beautiful point you said. Let's talk about Osho. I have heard that let's do something for Pune people. When he heard there is this dirty lava running on behind the commune.
You know, on the back side of the commune, where our famous pyramid-shaped building came, behind that there was a dirty nala. And whenever people, sannyasins who were living on the other side, they will be passing through, they had to put the napkin on their nose because it was stinking. So we were just telling Osho that it is like behind it's so dirty and nobody does anything, nor the municipality, nor anything. And Osho said, why don't you get this land on lease? And he asked Jayesh that he should talk to Sharad Pawar, the chief minister, and the other authorities and get it on lease, and we can create a beautiful park there. And we have so many experts, our sannyasins, who are very much into ecology and all that, and then they can transform that dirty water into clean water that can be used for irrigation. And we can make a park, and the park should have trees, plants, and the water flowing. And it is like there should be a, not like a British garden. It's more like a flowing, because the life is always flowing. Life is not static. It should represent liveness and flow of life. And he just gave few instructions. We can make the little, like what you call ponds and waterfalls, and here we can have these bamboos, and here we can put statues, and in Buddha statue and all that. Just few instructions, and you can just, and then you know our sannyasins, they are so creative, so beautiful. Siddhena, Vedant, they all made this place one of the most beautiful, I will say, pride of Pune. And I remember in the early time, it was all the authorities, they were so much against, as usual. They feel as if we are going to grab it and we won't allow others to come. And actually it was a beautiful gift to Pune, which people realized. And then any guest, any dignitaries coming from foreign countries or from around the country, people will be bringing them here and showing them the park. And I remember Bhimsen Joshi, he came and he sang in the garden. There is a waterfall, there are beautiful, like we were sitting in the garden, and he sang a morning raga for the inauguration. He said, I have never sang in such a beautiful atmosphere.